Hello, my awesome and amazing Scorpios. It's Mel with Blue Scorpion Tarot here to bring you another general collective reading. Let's see what's going on in the overall energy dynamics. Calling upon the trusted ancestors of my Scorpio viewers and my Scorpio subscribers to bring in the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth through the power of the numbers, and so it is. Got the power of number 3. We could see the Empress card kick in. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Pisces or an Aries born in the month of March. Power of number 5. We could see the Hierophant. You may be also dealing with a Taurus or a Gemini born in the month of May. And power of number 8. You may be dealing with a Leo or a Virgo born in the month of August, but their angel number for this reading today, you can Google the angel number 358 as an additional spiritual message for this reading. But adding up the power of the numbers brings us to the number 16. 16 in tarot is the Tower card. This could be about a breakthrough that is headed in your direction, Scorpio, or something that needs to come crumbling down to the ground in order for a new phase, a new beginning to happen in your life, okay? And you can also Google the angel number 16, okay? So here we go. Power number 16 for the beautiful star sign of Scorpio. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, 9. Scorpio. You've got energies jumping all over the place. 10, 11, 12, 12. Come on now, spirits. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. Trusted ancestors of my Scorpio viewers and subscribers, what is the overall general collective energy, please? What does Scorpio need to know, please? Show me what's up. What is this? The 6 of Swords. All right, forward movement. We like that, right? Getting out of some kind of a dark or clouded situation in order to see the land ahead. Some of you Scorpios may be, in fact, contemplating maybe moving to a new environment, okay? There could be a decision that needs to be made, or if you feel like you've been in some kind of stuck or stagnant energy, then something's going to move forward. But this may also have to do with your mindset right now. Swords in tarot represent mental thought process and or communication, okay? So right now, for some of you Scorpios, you could feel, you may feel like you're a little bit of a lone wolf right now. Okay, and that's okay. It's okay to be a lone wolf. Gives you time to think, contemplate, analyze, figuring out what your next move is going to be, how you're going to proceed forward. What is it that inspires or motivates you? Some of you might just have your own little, wake-up call to be like, you know what? I'm tired of being, I'm done with this being stuck. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to do something that is going to propel me forward to where it is that I need to be or where I need to go. Okay, so forward movement. All right. And I feel like this forward movement is based off of making an educated decision about something here. Trusted ancestors, what is this forward movement for Scorpio? Oh my freaking God. The Hierophant. Power of number 5. Number 5 came up on the second roll of the dice. With the 6 of Swords, you could be dealing with an air sign, an Aquarius, a Libra, or Gemini. But we also do have the Hierophant. So some of you could be dealing with the Taurus or Gemini born in the month of May, moving into commitment or moving into a newfound sense of spirituality, or your mind can be opening up to a higher power, okay? Or you're utilizing, or we'll say spiritually protected, spiritually anointed. You could be receiving more spiritual downloads or trying to increase your gift of quote unquote psychic abilities or intuition. I call it intuition. I think psychic is so, I don't know. I look at the word psychic as being hokey, but it is about the psychological mind as well, you know, so where we get that terminology. But something is propelling you forward, or spirit within inside of you. It's like, I'm hearing spirit say something like not taking a back seat, not going to take a back seat anymore. This could be inspirational messages. And I'm also picking up like crossed over loved ones, like your trusted ancestors saying, go the distance. Okay. Don't give up on yourself, Scorpio. You could be moving on. Let's just say, I'm seeing another scenario here. You could be moving on from a particular way, we'll say like certain religious beliefs, and moving away from that and moving into a newfound sense of spirituality that can also help grow your subconscious mind and help to grow the quantum mindset. You may be viewing the universe and God and the goddess energy very differently now. So something about, I feel like your intuitive gifts opening up here to help you decipher, or to have the wisdom or the knowledge to know what is best for you. Even if you feel like you're a lone wolf right now, okay? If you are in a position right now to where you've been wanting to increase your gifts of insight and being able to receive more spiritual downloads, trust me, they have, I mean, the way I did it, I learned how to work with oracle cards. I already had like a spiritual background. So starting off with oracle cards was a great way, because at that time, like over 17, 18 years ago, I wasn't ready. I was fascinated by tarot, but I didn't know if I wanted to jump into it, not because I was afraid of it, just because I thought it was going to be too complicated. But no, eventually I did work with tarot, because with tarot, here's the bottom line. And this is how it is. With tarot, the images on the card are aspects of life that we could go through in our human existence. I can guarantee that you've had an experience through every single image that has been on any of the 78 cards. We can all identify with something in our life through our own personal experiences where it comes up in the cards. You say like, yeah, I can identify with that. Yes, I've been through a breakup before, or yes, I've had victory and success. Yes, I've gotten a raise or a promotion, or yes, I've had tower moments in my life. Yes, for some of you can say, yeah, I've been married, or yes, I've been engaged before, or yes, I've started a business before. There's something here about your intuition that's trying to help you either re-examine your life and where it is that you're meant to be, or finding the courage, or trusting and believing, or having this ultimate faith that the downloads, the spiritual downloads, what you feel that spirit is trying to tell you to do or guide you. I don't feel like spirit tries to put any commands on one's energy, because that's all it is. It's just energy. It's just energy out there, okay? So there's something here about a soul's calling, or your soul's purpose, or what you feel you're meant to do. And being in this, for this reading today, you may find that, you know, you've been in this, we'll call it the lifeboat, okay? We'll call it the lifeboat. And thinking about the places that you've been, the experiences that you've had, and what have you in truth learned, right? Are you the same person, Scorpio, that you were a year ago? Are you the same person that you were 6 months ago? Are you the same person that you were 5 or 10 years ago? Something about change or growth in your wisdom, your knowledge, and especially your gifts of intuition. So what I'm feeling here is it could be just like your own mini wake-up call to, if you feel like especially you've been stuck and not knowing like what you feel like you're meant to do. What I've always coached on is you have to take your 3 top talents. And, you know, if you're trying to find what your purpose is so that you can make money doing what it is that you love to do because the universe has instilled certain gifts or abilities or talents within you to be able to go the distance, you know, and maybe some people, you know, let's just say, for example, take the common story of somebody who wants to be an actor, okay? Most people are going to look at that line of work like it's not realistic. You know what I mean? People are going to say, like, I don't know, there's a lot of competition out there. So there's a lot of Debbie Downers, a lot of naysayers. But let's just say, for example, you felt compelled to become an actor and you have to think about, well, what's it going to take? You may recognize or realize that you have real innate acting abilities, that you can convey a story. You could have been really, you know, educated in English. Maybe you're very great at English language skills, or you really appreciated literature. You could have been in your local theater, or you could have done, you know, taken acting classes or lessons, singing abilities, singing classes, vocal classes, vocal projection, whatever. Okay. So you're putting all this time and energy. And again, this is just an example, you know, figuring out what your purpose is. You know, a lot of people are going to, you know, if you're in some kind of like the arts or spiritual arts, we'll say, being a spiritual guru, law of attraction, you know, a lot of people may think, well, you know, that's just not a realistic job. Well, who says? If you want to go be an actor, go be an actor. You may have to work your butt off for it like anything else, but you have to be in the right environment too. Like if you're in a town of less than 1,000 people, or even in a town of 100,000 people, okay, but you're not living in a major city to where all of the action is at, you might need to go to Chicago. You might need to go to New York. You might need to go to Atlanta, Georgia, or go up to Canada, or, you know, because, you know, a lot of places film outside of Hollywood. You know what I mean? This is just an example. What is your soul trying to tell you to proceed forward with that maybe you've had reservations about because maybe people think you're being unrealistic? It's your dream. It's what spirit puts within inside of you to say, no, this is what you're meant to do. This is what you're meant to do. Flat out, black and white. And, you know, if we allow people in the outside world that haven't found their purpose, their mission, what are they going to do? They're going to try to find every way to knock you down, make you think that what you're making money on is ridiculous and all of this. That's their own insecurity. Spirit, I feel, is trying to get you to get to this level of confidence to go after and finally go get what you want. Because maybe you've been doing everything for everybody else, Scorpio, and it's time, what I'm hearing from Spirit is it's time to shine. It's time to evolve yourself. Unlimited thinking. There's so many people who think inside the box and not think outside of the box. It is a fact. You could be drawn to, you know, doing intuitive readings for people or developing your intuition. Maybe people have said, wow, you've got really keen intuition. You've got, wow, your intuition skills are just, you know, always spot on. But maybe you've been intimidated or shy to open up those gifts. Okay. Doesn't matter in truth what it really is. Spirit is trying to call your soul to move out of something that may not be working for you anymore and to go into what will work for you. But this is going to be based off of the innate gifts that have been bestowed inside of you, that you always felt. And sometimes the reason why we don't move forward with our dreams is because we're too afraid. We clam up sometimes, that we're afraid that, oh my God, what are people going to say? What are they going to think? You know, sometimes you just have to get to that mental state of consciousness that Spirit is always going to have your back. You have to claim that energy. Spirit's always got your back. Spirit's always going to give you that encouragement, that support to move forward and be able to project you forward, because you're going to feel it. If you feel like you're meant to go somewhere, move somewhere, test or try the waters on a particular subject matter, or learn a new skill, that's your soul pushing you to say, yeah, go do it, go do it, go do it. So I feel like this is about not having reservations anymore in your subconscious mind. Even the best of us get like, we can get stuck. There's so many times, I mean, in the past, like I had people who told me I wasn't good at singing, or I wasn't good at this or that. And you know, what is that gonna do? You know, until we learn as an individual that we need to break out of those mental trauma bonds that people have bestowed upon us, that have made us feel unworthy, or that we don't matter, or that we don't exist, or what we want to do is ridiculous, or whatever. At this point in the ball game, think about where you're at in your life. Have you been listening to people all of your life, living by their rules? You know, what they think you should do? You know, are they really in truth? And think about it this way, you guys. Are these people around you, this is a separate subject matter, these people around you, are they in truth really happy? Do you think that the way they project themselves, do you really think that they have found their true calling in life? Or are they just doing a line of work? Let's just say, for example, they're just doing a line of work that suffices them, or they did it because their father did it, or they're doing it because their mother did it, or you know what I mean? Trying to follow the fold and not break their own chain. See, that's the whole point. Like, people think that being a black sheep is a bad thing. No, in fact, being a black sheep is a liberating thing, because you're not willing, your mind is not willing to conform to what people have taught you. And to accept what? To accept everything as truth? Because their minds have been conditioned? No, not to be able to think for ourselves? I'm just saying, people want, the one thing that people want is mind control. This is the reason why we have to start learning how to take back the power of our mind. To stop being ruled and controlled by these limiting belief systems, to not grow and succeed and become your ultimate very best. Because we all have a gift. We all have a gift to give to the world. So Spirit is saying, the way I'm seeing it as the outsider looking in and being that conduit, being the messenger here to convey the cards, is listen to your soul's calling. What do you feel you're meant to do? Write it down. It's better to see your goals written down on paper. What moves your soul? And bringing this into your own awareness, no matter what the drama critics are going to say. It's just amazing how people's thought process want to keep other people down, you know? It's because they don't do their research. They don't want to do the research. They don't want to take the time to do the research. To become better than, to become greater than, to free their mind. But for a lot of you Scorpios, you think very differently than a lot of people amongst your friends, among your family members. This could be another reason why maybe in certain situations, because of your way of thinking or maybe your intuition or your spiritual gifts, you know, if you were in a partnership with someone and maybe they didn't believe you, maybe they didn't believe your intuition because they had ways of limited thinking. Some of you could have tried to save a marriage with your intuition and doing everything in your power to call upon God, Spirit, the universe to correct things, but you have or had maybe a partner that wasn't willing to change, that had limiting beliefs, fear-based thoughts, and then it turned into their ego, their ugliness that could have came out, you know, made you feel like you were not a significant partner or that you were a worthy partner. You know what I mean? There's so many Debbie Downers out there. And to be able to stand in your own spiritual truth without having limiting beliefs, like, yeah, like sometimes people can think it, you know, you're crazy. But intuition is a gift. We have it because scientifically our brain can instantaneously go into survival mode. That's intuition. People have no clue as to what the mind can really be. They want to stay in their little cocoon, their little shell. They don't want to expand, but you're different. You know you're different. And maybe some of you have been chastised before in your family for being different, for being strange, weird. Who knows? What is this Hierophant? Yeah, maybe another reason why you haven't moved forward in certain things, Scorpio, is because you're far too worried or concerned. Believe me, I've been there. If people are not willing to accept you for who you are, you don't need them. That's another way that, you know, God pulls us out of situations. It's not sometimes God pulling a person away from you. It's really God will pull his chosen ones out of the mix of the chaos. Okay? Everybody's got a story. Okay? But your belief system within yourself may be at war as to what you think you can do, because maybe, again, you've had people around you, friends or family members, that have shut you down, maybe didn't even make you feel like you were existent in the family. Or these people make you doubt yourself as an individual, or your talents, or your gifts. But the key ingredient is you keep on keeping on, Scorpio. You keep on keeping on. That's all you got to do. There will be plenty of people out there who will shut the door on you, that won't believe in you, that won't have your back. But you keep on keeping on. Or Spirit is trying to give you the courage, encouragement or support to say, you don't need certain people in your life that are going to hold you back, because you're meant to grow. Seven of Pentacles. And grow into this massive amount of success. And again, and I've said this before many times over, some people are just not going to be on your journey with you, Scorpio, because they may not be worthy of it. So if you're feeling stuck or challenged, and feeling emotionally alone, isolated. You're never, listen, there are so many people out there that are feeling and experiencing the same thing. I've been there. I have. I know what it feels like. I mean, I've moved to cities where I didn't know a soul. I took job transfers. Didn't know one person until, you know, you kind of get that courage to start meeting people and to really get to know maybe your coworkers, or, you know what I mean? But you have to go where spirit calls you to go. It's not a commanding energy. It's what is stewing and brewing within inside of you. Nobody should have to feel stuck, or that you feel like you can't move on, or that nobody's accepting you. Trust me, you will have your soul tribe. You will have your soul family. You will have the ones that actually, honestly, in truth, believe in you 1,000%, because they're going to think you're so freaking awesome. There will be people in this lifetime who will fully embrace you, that will love you in truth for who you are. Even in your darkest hour, even trying to get out of the dark and clouded energy or the waters, or seeing the land ahead. You're moving into some form of a higher level of intuition or spirituality here to get you out of a stuck position. You could right now, you could just be battling with your mind. Do I take the step forward, or do I stay here? Do I take the step forward? Do I stay? A decision has to be made in order to have some kind of real breakthrough. There are things that, yeah, sometimes we can call it divine timing, but I feel that we are a part of the divine timing. Nothing gets done until we take action. And there will be times you will be the only person that you can rely upon. Because here's the damn truth. People come and go. I've got sirens going off in the background. That is the truth. People come and go. But spirit, the soul level, is never going to leave your side. If you believe in the idea of guardian angels, great. If you don't, okay, that's fine. But I do feel that there is something that could watch over us, not to condemn us, not to make us feel like a little peon, or to command over our energy. We are of the universe. We as human beings are just we're just a speck of it. But we harness that power, we harness that energy within inside of us. And this is something that society does not want you to come into, that awareness in truth. They want everybody, there are people out there that want to keep you small. They want to keep you small, not grow, not expand your awareness, not expand your consciousness. They want to keep you small. And for a lot of you Scorpios, you are big thinkers. Okay? So, my awesome and amazing Scorpios, if you like to book a personal reading with me and do it through the power of the numbers, you can hit me up at bluescorpiongifts@gmail.com, and my amazing assistant, Victoria, will book you for that personal reading. But until next time, take care.